Boy, I really like it when people call me on my cell phone when I'm recording myself reading this shit. Oh, well, here we go. I'm going to pick up where I left off at. Jail sure was an excellent place to make contacts. Boy, howdy. He got held up, though. 4 hours passed, and nobody had come to pick him up. They would not let him out unless someone came to get him. That person was Sherry. She only lived about 1.5 miles from the jail, which was on the north side of Spokane, just across the river. It did not surprise Pete. Sherry always had a case of chronic lateness. Her high school guidance counselor put it differently. Mr. Svennings repeatedly used to say, "You've got a serious case of chronic tardiness." Nobody liked the sound of that. Chronic lateness is a hallmark of methamphetamine abuse, something Sherry had no issue at all admitting to. Upon being confronted, she would oftentimes say something to the tune of, "Yeah, I'm always fucking late, and yeah, I'm fucking high as shit. I don't give a fuck who knows. I'm high right now. I just spoke with my mom. She gives it to me. Do you got a problem with that, motherfucker?" No one else does. Why should you? Sherry was a real catch. Nevertheless, Pete and Sherry had been hopelessly entangled romantically for many a year. They were both horrible for each other, but so far love had conquered all. Still, that did not stop Pete from cursing her name when she was late picking him up. Immediately upon release, Pete began to fall through the cracks of society once again, and of course that was no surprise to anyone. The night he got out, Pete and Sherry both got wasted, full-blown shit hammered, at her mom's house on Boone Street in Felony Flats, West Central. Yes, though while Sherry was out at the store fetching more canned butane, Pete said he was too paranoid to go out in public. Pete forgot himself. Yes, young Scarborough thought it would be a great idea to start pissing on the floor, on the carpet, right in front of old Geraldine while she watched Law and Order SVU Iced Tea Edition, which is what she called it. Wasted no time there in fucking up, that boy did. "Pete," spoke Geraldine, stammering somewhat with anxious uncertainty. "Boy, you've got to be kidding me." She slowly got up off the couch, trembling under her own voluminous bulk. She lumbered over towards Pete, adjusting her glasses and then readjusting them again in morbid disbelief. "Are you? Get the fuck out of my house!" screeched Geraldine with the Swiss cheese meth facial. She chased him out of the house and thereafter through the doorway and onto the porch with an unspeakably filthy spaghetti mop. Pete ducked and dodged nimbly, laughing madly at her failed attempts. He taunted her further, flipping her off with both middle fingers and sticking his white thrushy tongue out. His drunken master alacrity did not last long, though. When Pete went to descend the small wooden staircase off the porch, he fell and slid down it like a slip and slide. He was so drunk, though, he shrugged it off, utterly ignorant of the damage incurred until he felt a trickle of blood drip down his back and into the lining of his boxer shorts. Even so, Pete chose to remain in the yard, and as such, Geraldine remained on the porch, continuously swinging the mop in an uneven, jerky figure-8 motion, threatening to call the police. "Don't think I won't think twice about having your ass locked up tonight, Pete." "Fine, I'll go," muttered Pete, drunkenly staggering around the mortifyingly unkempt front yard full of branches and decaying lawn debris. He was unaware of it, but he had stepped in dog shit more than once. "If that's how you want to treat people," sloppily said Pete, pointing an accusing finger at his girlfriend's mother. "How you want to treat people? How you treat people? Fuck, something to that effect." "Go back to Airway Heights and tell them you need to go back in because you ain't done yet, you nasty little bastard," yelled Geraldine, climbing slowly down the porch, supporting herself on the dingy handrail. "I wasn't even at Airway fucking Heights," Pete retorted. "Who gives a shit which or what jail yous was rotting in? I said, get out, get out." She swung and caught Pete in the face with the mop. Oh, it was an action which provided Pete the impetus necessary before taking his leave. It was on that night, after a long and pointless circular walk around the city, that Pete finally located the Odyssey out in a desolate parking lot nearby the Department of Social and Human Services on Maple Street and Boone. Pete hesitated for a myriad of minutes as he struggled with his own inward debate. Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Eventually, the old man stumbled out with Hitler the cat in tow. The old man exhibited a treacherous frown of disdain opposite of Pete, whom swayed with the faintest quivering grin. How's it going, old man? Asked Pete.
Shitty. My back feels like hell every waking fucking moment,
he said, rubbing his lumbar area.
So they finally let you out, eh?
Yes, sir.
Fucking idiots.
I know, right?
Can't believe it's been a whole year already.
Yeah, well, you know how time flies when you're having fun.
So I guess you're gonna want to come in.
Sure, I think we got a lot of catching up to do.
You're damn right, son,
said the old man as he turned and beckoned for Pete to follow.
Say, he said, I feel stupid for even asking, but you got a job?
Nope, Pete said as he entered through the rickety screen door and closed it shut behind him, making sure to slide the latch and lock it tight. Not at all.
Make sure you lock that behind you.
I already did, complained Pete.
Are you sure?
The old man asked. He turned slightly and looked over his shoulder to visually confirm that Pete had indeed done what he said.
Yes, goddammit, Dad, you're already starting. Bah, that's just how the old man is. That's how my brain's wired. Deal with it or go fuck yourself.
I'll deal with your shit the way I feel like it, and if that means I've got to slap you around a little, then so be it. I ain't playing no more.
Oh, is that so?
Yep.
Sounds like you got a little bit harder while you was in lockup.
Maybe I did.
Well, I guess that means I shouldn't fucks with you as much.
Might be a good idea, old man.
You know, I was reading about this way to make Opana out of my Percocets.
No shit?
Yeah, just gonna need a bit of blue palladium.
The hell is that?
I don't know, said the old man, shrugging. Some crazy shit.
And then after that night, officially it was on. All bets were off. Whoever had a problem, well, fuck them to hell and back. Fuck them. And that was the chapter 1 of the Spokane story. Thank you.